Hi, I'm Melissa Lua, and here's the manatee. Manatees, or trichechus, their scientific name, are the best mammals in my non-biased opinion. You may also know them from their nickname sea cows, which derives from their slow movements and grass diet. And before anyone says, oh, they're also known as dugongs, no, they are not also known as dugongs. You see, dugongs have this fluke tail, like a whale's tail, whereas manatees have this beautiful paddle shaped tail, which is ultimately cuter and so much better. Bye! There are three types of manatees. The Amazonian manatee, which lives in the Amazon River, the African manatee, which swims along the west coast of Africa, and the West Indian manatee, which lives along the North American east coast. Their habitats consist of rivers, bays, canals, estuaries, or any coastal area that moves freely between saltwater and freshwater. They favour these areas due to their herbivorous diet, which consists mostly of plants, and a lot of plants that they eat are typically found in these areas. They are very easy to identify due to their various distinctive physical features, including their paddle-shaped tail, whiskered snout, leathery and wrinkly skin, a large, adorable, flexible upper lip, and a chunky looking body that is often brown or green due to the algal growth, but the natural colour is grey. Now I want to test your knowledge. Are their beautiful chunky bodies made up of A, bone, B, muscle, or C, blubber? If you said blubber, you are so wrong, because it's actually B, muscle. These mammals can weigh between 200 to 590 kilos and grow between 2.5 to 4 meters long. Manatees are said to have been around for 60 million years, and throughout that time they would have learned to adapt to their changing environment and undergo natural selection. If you're unaware what that means, natural selection is the evolution of a species in order to thrive and adapt to their changing environment. The main trait that manatees have developed is an increase in their body size. Throughout the years, some marine mammals have grown as it helps them to store heat. A manatee's exclusive diet to plants only gives them minimal energy, so they were desperate to store heat and energy efficiently. So by growing a larger body, heat loss would be minimized, and therefore only little amounts of energy would need to be used to produce heat. As a result of this, a study in 1992 by Chris Marshall found that their brain did not grow. It remained the same size while the rest of their body grew. Adam Atwood, in a 2024 article, believed that their large bodies also played a role in their ability to survive natural disasters. It would protect them from sudden drops in temperature or physical obstacles. Especially considering that they live in shallow waters, it is so much more dangerous for them. In order to survive for these 60 million years, manatees must rely on resources and certain ecological conditions. These include staying in waters above 20 degrees Celsius, as they are extremely susceptible to cold stress and potentially hypothermia. Finding a water body that harbours both fresh and salt water is also essential, as manatees spend most of their time in salt water, unlike dugongs who only like fresh water because they just have to be different. Anyway, they must also have access to fresh water for drinking and thermoregulation, therefore they are constantly switching between the two. Manatees are mostly herbivorous, with the exception of the African manatee, which likes to feed on small fish and mollusks. Let's just ignore that for now, shall we? Their main diet is plants, which makes it crucial for seagrass to be in their habitat. Lastly, although manatees can make out distinctive shapes, they actually have pretty poor eyesight, tending toward nearsightedness. And unlike humans, you can't just slap on a pair of glasses and they can see, unfortunately. So waters with low levels of turbidity are essential for these little guys to see. They also serve a crucial function in preserving a healthy ecosystem through direct and indirect interactions. Some direct interactions include how manatees are voracious consumers of seagrass, ensuring its maintenance and keeping it trimmed and at a healthy length. Additionally, they play a role in controlling the overgrowth of seagrass and removing some invasive species such as water hyacinth. Furthermore, their grazing activities effectively manage weeds and mosquitoes, which indirectly prevents waterways from being blocked by excessive vegetation. In 2012, researchers at George Mason University referred to manatees as sentinel species. This is due to them being extremely aware to their environmental stresses and can identify when there's a problem within their ecosystem faster than humans or other species. This indirectly impacts the ecosystem as it gives researchers and scientists a heads up to potential damage within their habitat. Although it is so obvious that these creatures are so crucial to our ecosystem, they have been listed as endangered since 1973 and are still threatened to this day, meaning it's been over 50 years since these animals have been endangered. In 2022, the estimated minimum amount of manatees is 13,000. And as much as they have adapted to their environment, this is due to a multitude of factors. Hunting is one of their biggest threats due to their slow movements, which sadly makes them the perfect target for hunters, which has led to their decrease over the past century. A 2011 article by Helen Marsh, Thomas O'Shea, and John Reynolds III have estimated that manatees are able to produce 100 to 200 kilos of meat, fat or oil, hide and bone. Manatees spend most of their time in shallow waters to reach the top of the seagrass, and with this comes many boat incidents because manatees have little room or little time to avoid these boats, which can potentially be fatal. Although so many laws have been put in place to protect these gentle beasts, it doesn't prevent or protect them from 100% of the threats because people are still going to go do illegal things. There's really no way to stop it besides educating ourselves. These animals need our help, and if you, the audience, are willing to learn about them, there are so many amazing and educational videos and websites you can find. For example, National Geographic and Save the Manatees have beautiful articles and websites that encapsulate just how amazing these creatures are. We know how beautiful and amazing these creatures are, but not everyone in this world does. So if you're really willing to educate people yourself, write websites, write articles, make videos about it. If you want to do videos about dugongs, I won't be mad, but you have to call it what's the dulong. Like oolong tea, like what's the manatee? Stop! Some conservation organisations that help ensure the safety of manatees include Save the Manatees Club, Dolphins.org, the Florida Manatee Sanctuary Act, or Defenders of Wildlife. Each of these organisations serve to educate and implement laws that protect these beautiful creatures. Some of these organisations accept donations, so if you're able to donate, then go for it. That's absolutely amazing. But if not, that's completely fine too. Just take the time to educate yourself on the importance of manatees and how you yourself can protect them. To make a difference, you can simply just be more aware when travelling in boats and report any incidents and clean our waterways. Thank you so much for watching, and I know that I say that manatees are cuter than dugongs or whatever, but it is crucial that we love, cherish and save both. And that's the manatee.